It'll be the Six Nations Snipers with a 1-1 record taking on the St. Catharines Shockwave, looking for their first win. And starting goalies first for Six Nations, it'll be Dustin Hill. And for the Shockwave, it'll be the veteran Grant Crowley. Officials for today's game. Joel Furman is the crew chief. He'll be joined by Roger Nurse and Mark Smith. Head coaches, very familiar, of course, with the Six Nations Snipers. It is Darcy Palace, Vince Longboat, Nick Skye, Jim Mike, Kennedy Rawlings, and Haley Harkins keeps the guys together. On the Shockwave side, of course, the man, Ron Mouser Henry, Clancy Almas, Dale Henry, and Caitlin Armstrong. Again, she keeps them together. Set to go here, opening face-off. Six Nations played last night here and lost a close one, and right off the bat, jumping on the hop is Cody Ward as the Shockwave go to work on the offensive end. Round the horn, working things left side, looking for an opening. Cody Menzies swinging around. Carson Reese, and just like that, Shockwave take advantage of their first possession. And Cody Reese on the scoreboard, and in a blink of an eye, it's 1-0 St. Catharines. Six Nations with a tough loss yesterday to Paris, 18-16 the final, after winning their first game of the season, so they sit 1-1. Shockwave, of course, trying to bounce back from their first loss, and off the draw right away they get possession. Good job there. Six Nations with their first possession here, offensive unit out there. So number 91, Johnny Paulus, back in the lineup, wasn't in the lineup, and a dive around, finish, and speak of Paulus as he gets his team on the board with his first of the game. And as I was saying, missed yesterday's game. Back in that lineup, and you can bet head coach Darcy Paulus glad to have him in the lineup as we're all tied 1-1 here in the early going. Mike Atwood in the circle, Cody Ward doing battle, and get used to that as that'll be a familiar sight. Off the draw, Ward gets it. Pinned up on the boards, though, is Luca Romano. They hang on to it. Shockwave looking for an opening, kick it back out, swing it over to the left side, set things up. Big overhand goes off the defender. Karam played, and a good hard hit. And forcing the turnover, Isaac Vanderzoan. And they'll kick things back to the top, set things up. Ward working on that left side, slips into the shooter spot, swing pass, and a big overhand, and a good save there from Dustin Hill. Ball loose, though. Good effort to forecheck by Vanderzoan, and the Snipers come away with it. They get it over the timeline. They'll go to work. Ross Hill out there, a late addition to the lineup. Kicked over onto that left side. Jeremy Bomberry looking, that shot wide of the mark, rebound. And another shot from way out by Scott Delzato, who was outstanding with 5 goals in yesterday's loss. Didn't get a whole lot of help offensively. And here come the Shockwave. Pulling it out is Cody Menzies. He'll hold it. They'll start the offense at the top, swinging around the left side. Early here in this first quarter, that shot stopped by Hill. Look for the outlet, and he'll go the safe route, get it to Dylan Hill, and they move it up. Vern Hill. Vern Hill, good save made by Crowley. Hills all over that loose ball. Good flip out, fresh clock for the Snipers. And it's Ty Argent. Argent one-on-one. Good first step, hesitation, pulls it back out, can't find an opening, look for a screen. Swing it around. Big underhand, wide of the mark. Karam picked up. had a chance to get all over that, but not able to corral it, was Jordan Medeiros. And here come the Shockwave now with just under 12 minutes to go here. Lucas Beaver weaving through traffic, kicks it back out to Menzies. He tries to get that pass across, knocked down. Good job with a stick in the passing lane, loose. Here come the Snipers now with some numbers. 2-on-1, having a look. That shot wide of the mark. I think Gavin Skye was looking for a pass there. Either way, it's picked up. And it'll be Jeremy Bomberry that will wait for the rest of the offensive unit. Bomberry half boards left side, 10 on the shot clock. The trailer, big shot and a bullet, but couldn't find the back of the net. Brent Longboat teed that one up. And a fresh clock. Kick over again, Longboat, wide of the mark. No reset there. Rebound though to Six Nations. Ross Hill swings it over. Another sidearm there. A good one by Wes Whitlow, who was quiet in yesterday's game. They're going to need some more from him here if they're going to pick up their second win of the season, and that's going to be a held ball, and possession's going to stay right here with the Snipers. So a good offensive hold here as Six Nations kept it in the offensive end. Johnny Paulus out there, number 91. Delzato looking for an opening. Anything in that middle there, as look like we may have an injured player. And they're going to swing it around, 5 on the shot clock, and that underhand is blocked, no reset. So that's going to be a shot clock violation, possession to the Shockwave. And we may have our first penalty here. And that is the case. So DeWitt Martin will spend 2 minutes in the box. First power play opportunity for the Snipers. And it'll be Johnny Paulus, the quarterback, out there with Argent. Delzato out there as well. Swinging around, right side, gapping that box. Kick it around, give everyone a touch. Wes Whitlow anchoring that spot. Shot stopped by Crowley. And little shoulder action in there. No damage done. Paulus, one skip pass, looking down low. Good job playing to Carom, as that's going to be a crease ball. And possession to the Shockwave. One pass, back door. As we're a minute and a half into the penalty. Riley Miller. He'll keep it and work some clock here. Draw the double team with Atwood and Vern Hill. And to no surprise, Vern Hill forces a turnover. And Atwood now will bring it back, decides to pull it out. And with a minute left in the man advantage, they'll set things up. Paulus, Johnny skipping it down, Delzato. Whitlow. Quick shot. Crowley has that one covered as he hugged that post nicely, cut down the angle. And that quick pass is going to result in a turnover. And a flip, and not playing that ball, going right for the hit, though, was Anthony Smitherman. And he'll face the double team, picked back up, and one good double team deserves another as Delzato gets roughed up, but Six Nations still come away with the loose ball. 25 seconds to go in a man advantage. That flip, and Paulus finds the post. Ricochets out, picked up. Smitherman's going to try to log. And he does. A good flip pass. Isaac Vanderzoan, good speed. Taking on two. And he coughs it up. Hill will pop it back out. Penalty over. And team's back now. 5-on-5. 8 minutes to go here. Opening quarter. Argent. He'll give it off. And Longboat will remain out there on offense. Jeremy Bomberry looking for an opening. Swings it back. That shot, way too much bounce on it. Good defense by the Shockwave as they push the nation way out. That one right on the logo. No problem for Crowley. And here come the Shockwave in transition. Aaron Ward will flip and retreat. Luca Romano, half boards, right side. Kick it back to the top, get it back. Swing around, looking for a screen, doesn't get one. Defender all over him. They'll try that shot through a crowd, nothing doing from Cody Ward. And here comes Six Nations now with numbers 3-on-2. Brody Shields not able to find the mark. Solid goaltending early on here from both netminders as Crowley with a beautiful outlet pass right into the pocket of Lucas Beaver. Beaver trying to elude a defender. Back forth on the roll, finds his way to the net, goes to the flip. How about that, Lucas Beaver? With a beautiful finish. His first of the game, it's 2-1 for the Shockwave by Lucas Beaver. Gives the Shockwave a 1-goal lead and off the draw. Atwood was solid in the circle last night again, but they had possession momentarily and now get it back. Some good work from Darius Anderson as he'll pull it out, get it out, and they'll work with Vern Hill on the left side. Hill, slippery when wet, keep an eye on him. Got lots of tricks up his sleeve. Swings it back over. Good job by Delzato. Gets a step. Goes to the bounce off the post. So that touched the netting and possession remain here. That skip pass picked off. Good job by Jordan Medeiros to read that one, as he will elude a defender and they'll set things up. Carson Rees. Reese will kick it back out. Get it back. Reese swims his way in, gets closer, gets a step, and finds the mark. So Carson Reese used a good swim move to elude a defender and pocketed his second of the game. In the circle this time, and the Wiz does what he does. Won the draw, but couldn't tuck it in, couldn't hang on to it, still loose on the carpet. Wisnick battling for it. Shockwave pick it up and they'll set things up. 1 foot on that over and back, and we are going to head to our first officials timeout. Go after our officials timeout. Shockwave with a 2-goal lead here. Of course, some of the guys getting on the veteran official Roger Nurse. Of course, his daughter Sarah. Team Canada, semifinal action at the Olympics. Good luck to them, of course. Ty Argent working left side with Johnny Paulus. 2-man game. Argent, the flip across. Delzato looking for an opening. The D is tight, and he tried to squeak one in. Couldn't do it as Crowley closed the 5-hole. And a Shockwave with a good defensive hold now will go to work on offense. Start things on the left side, kick it back up to the top, and Cody Ward swinging around now. Right side, looking for an opening was Keaton Hill. And the Snipers now force a turnover. They come back in transition. 4-on-2, they got the numbers. Couldn't connect on the pass. Shockwave will counter back with numbers the other way. Jumping into the rush. 1-2, get it back. Looking for the opening, but good save by Dustin Hill, as Keto Hill tried to pocket one, and we are going to have ourselves a too many men on the floor call, and it's going to go against Six Nations. So the Shockwave are going to get their first power play opportunity of this game. And it comes with 4:40 to go here in the first quarter. Ward will quarterback this set of the power play. Out there with Carson Reese. And they work the left side. 2-man game, trying to duck in. Gap in the middle, that shot wide of the mark. Snipers now looking to go in transition. They had 3 shorthanded goals last night, including 2 on the same shift, same penalty. And now it's Wes Whitlow. Give it off, Argent. 10 on the shot clock. Argent's going to look to try to find an opening. Has Isaac Vanderzoan all over him. Quick pass to Delzato, and the rebound off the save goes right back to Six Nations, and they'll have a chance to kill more of the penalty, creeping in on the minute mark of the man short. Argent. Kick it back over. Palace. Johnny Palace. The defender on him. He's going to work it down. 10 on the shot clock. Off the curl. Delzato looking to lean in to get that shot. One-handed flip wide. Almost picked up his own rebound. And instead Crowley will get it, and the Shockwave now will go to work. 40 seconds to go in the power play. Good hands by Cody Ward to avert a turnover. And Ward now again at the top of the shop here as they fill that final position down on the right crease. Swinging around right side. Two-man game. Left. Tried to skip past Telegraph. Got knocked down. 2 on the shot clock. Going to have to hurry. Ward with a bullet. Stopped by Hill. That's scooped up neatly. And the Nation now will try to get it up over the timeline. They do. Justin Martin. Good speed. Martin shot. Steered aside by Crowley. Rebound. Picked up by the Orange. In some traffic. Flip out. Instead, that's picked up and moved up by Eric Snyder. And the Shockwave will trot it over the timeline. Penalty over, teams back to 5 aside. 2:25 to go here, opening quarter. 3-1 Shockwave lead here. Putting the wraps on week 2 of the Arena Lacrosse League. As that shot is stopped. Hill with a good job to reach out and touch someone. Got that outlet. Here come the Snipers. Jamie Downey in the lineup today has a little extra jump in his step as he will flip and retreat. Good effort on his first shift. That pass well, Aaron. Ball loose on the carpet. Argent picks it up, and he's going to draw the second penalty for the Shockwave, and Six Nations will go to work with their second power play of this game as DeWitt Martin will go 2 minutes for tripping. Johnny Palace will be the quarterback here this time around, out there with Brent Longboat. Ty Argent down on that left crease. Wes Whitlow in the shooter, and a good hard shot. Crowley, another one. Palace, stop. Rebound again, stop. Grant Crowley. A wall in between those pipes here. Quick stick, no, nothing doing. Fresh 30, Palace, Argent. Palace couldn't handle that pass. Picked up, and it's Jordan Medeiros. Medeiros, long pass, one-on-one. Delzato the only one back, and jumping into the rush. Big save made there by Dustin Hill. So a good effort. Carson Reese looking for his third of the game, but denied by Dustin Hill as we creep in on the minute mark here, the man advantage. Under a minute to go, first quarter. Delzato back at it again, picking up where he left off. Power play marker for the Snipers. More importantly, that cuts the deficit to 54 seconds to go here, quarter number 1. Battle raging on in that circle, and Wisnick had it again, so the Wiz needs to recreate that magic he had going yesterday, and good defense by the Snipers. Shockwave get a break though. That shot, good job by Dustin Hill. Had that angle covered, picked up, good stick check, and a theft. That was well done. And the Shockwave now with 25 seconds to go. It's about a 2-second differential. Shot clock, game clock. Big wind up, and Hill right in the armpit makes the save. 16 seconds to go. Snipers are going to get a chance here on offense. Vern Hill, tricky, makes a move. Sweep around, swim around. Coming around, looking for it. Backhand pass knocked down. Going to have to hurry. Last shot, and that will do it for the first quarter. 15 minutes in the books. Shockwave 3, Snipers 2. As we wrap up week 2 of the Arena Lacrosse League, and off the draw, it's Mike Atwood. The big man will rock it around, get it to Vern Hill, and they'll set things up. Head coach Darcy Palace wasn't overly thrilled with the way the offense executed yesterday and made his displeasure known. And that's going to be a violation. Possession's going to go to the Shockwave. They're going to work 2-on-2 offensive end. Thinking better of it and wisely is Cody Ward, as he'll wait for the offensive unit to come on out. Lucas Beaver out there. They'll work things on the right side half boards. Leaning in and a good dump in there, but by Keto Hill. And an outlet pass neatly on the carpet. Not able to corral it, though, and it was a good one, was Dylan Hill. Shockwave now trying to get it up over the zone, running into some trouble. Going to play the carom, going to have to hurry. You only got 8 here. Just getting it over the timeline is Kyle Isaacs. And they get it down low on that right side crease. Delayed penalty coming to the Snipers. Net empty down at the St. Catharines end. 5 on a shot clock. Quick stick and a beauty tuck in. So a nice job there on some great passing. Looks like Seamus Shanahan will pocket his first in a timely fashion. Well, it looked like Shanahan was in the vicinity, but Lucas Beaver is going to get credit for that goal, his second of the game. And it's a 4-2 lead. Always nice to have some resources to back you up. Early in the second quarter. Had a notion but hurried. It was Kevin Hill. Battles back, runs into a rock, gets it back up. Some good job. Good play, hands on the short hop. So Rod Squires out there, as is Wes Whitlow. Delzato looking for an opening. 15 on the shot clock, plenty of time. Skip pass out. Good job by Argent to go airborne, get that pass, does a nice roll, gets a screen. Trying to get that opening, sniffing the dive, kick it back out. Delzato's got an opening, wheels his way in. Good job to knock it down. Probably should have went to the side or the underhand. Shot clock, violation either way. Shockwave now will bring it up over the line. Seamus Shanahan. He will dump it off. Of course, son of Brian Shanahan, NLL analyst for many, many years. Long-time Mimico product. That shot by Dustin Hill. Took it off the mask. And tough short hop. Had the recovery, but the defense was tight. That's going to be an 8-second call. Good forechecking by the Shockwave. They force a turnover now and go to work on offense. So what I thought was a delayed penalty didn't. And a dive missing just wide. Ball loose now in the corner. Snipers had it momentarily. They'll get it back. They've got numbers now. Jamie Downey in the rush. Curls back in. Flip. Longboat with a shot and a good bounce shot, but Crowley has been very stingy here in this game. And a good outlet pass, though, results in a turnover, and it's Justin Martin. Martin will wait for the rest of the offense. Just under 12 minutes to go here, second quarter. Give and go, Delzato. Quick shot stop by Crowley. Delzato working in the office. Behind the net, curls around. Stops, goes 5-hole. Crowley closed that up. Snipers, though, all over the loose ball. Delzato has an opening. Looking for Argent on the cut. Should have taken a step in. He was wide open. That flip up ahead, and big man Eric Snyder. Sorry, that's Oakley Thomas. And with 10 on the shot clock, Shockwave going to have to hurry here. Good fake bounce shot. Good save by Hill. And a bullet outlet to one Hill to the other, to Vern Hill. As he will be very deliberate and set things up. Delzato's got it. He's going to stay out there on offense. Waiting on the back door. Longboat tucks it in. Big man goes to the bounce shot. So how about Brent Longboat? Longboat, rowboat, tugboat, doesn't matter. The guy can shoot the ball, his first of the game, And it's 4-3 from Brent Longboat. Closes the gap to 1, and in the circle, it's Steve Wisnick, and the Wiz wins one. And Six Nations now with possession. Get a pass. Skip pass was a beauty. Johnny Paulus not able to corral it with a defender all over him like a jersey. And now here come the Shockwave. No numbers, though, so Luca Romano will wait. And we've got too many men on the floor for the Shockwave. And that's going to result in a Six Nation power play. One for two with a man advantage for the Snipers, as it'll be Johnny Paulus here. And of course, Paulus not at the last game, but he was instrumental with 6 points in his first performance. And they'll go around the horn. Delzato, Paulus ducks in, has room off the post. So Paulus has rung it off the iron twice here in this game. And a fresh clock here, and it'll be Longboat to set things up. Out there with Whitlow, Delzato, Argent, big shot, Crowley, good save. That's a crease ball, possession to the Shockwave. And a bullet the length of the carpet. Great job to pick that up and come away with it. Good hustle to the backhand, stop by Hill. So great work by Cody Ward. And he gets some backup from Lucas Beaver, having himself an outstanding half. He's going to leg it, work some clock with just over a minute to go and the man short. Beaver. Some good hesitation, good moves. He's running out of space, though. And that's going to be just a little bit too aggressive. And a legal cross-check is going to nullify the final minute of the power play for the Snipers. And talking to head coach Darcy Paulus before the game, discipline definitely a key here. Unneeded penalties are not going to help. So Gavin Skye trying to impress, and instead, in 49 seconds, the Shockwave will go on the power play. In the meantime, between time, 4-on-4 lacrosse. Wayne Hill out there. That shot stopped by Dustin Hill. And that's going to be a back in. So a good job to knock the defender back in the crease. You only get one chance to leave it. Can't go back in and hide. As Riley Miller now will set it up left side. No look, skip pass to the top. Late screen, no call. Sidearm, good save made by Hill. And you got to keep track of the Hills in this game, as in transition, Snipers skip over. Paulus missed the net. And we're going to get another penalty call. Looks like a slashing call. And sure enough, Riley Miller headed right to the penalty box. And that will nullify what little power play they were originally going to have. And in a minute 22, the Snipers will go for a brief power play. 8:28 to go here in this first half. Whitlow. 4-on-3. Out there with Paulus, Argent, and Delzato. Working it around. Should get a good shot here. Whitlow, Delzato sized it up and tucked it 5-hole. So you could just see Delzato eyeing that 5-hole, waiting for Crowley to make his move, and went to the bounce shot, and it was money in the bank. Second of the game for him. We're all tied 4-4. Lacrosseleague entering their 5th season here as they continue with a tight alliance with the National Lacrosse League. Factor in the West expansion with 4-team league out of Langley, BC. They are in just wrapping up week 8 out there. Of course, week 2 here in Ontario. Shockwave now. Oakley Thomas looking for an opening, and he'll get one. Good hard shot wide of the mark, so no reset. It's going to be a violation regardless. Chasing that down is Kevin Hill. Looking up front, and a good save by Crawley. Ball loose. And Six Nations will win that battle and get it back out to Justin Martin. Josh Miller gets a screen, and there was too much on that screen. Had way too much roll, and that'll roll us right into our officials' timeout. They're back at it with just over 7 minutes to go. Some good work to get it over the timeline by Ryan Johnston. And he'll continue to hold on to that as now 30 seconds in the Snipers power play. So St. Catharines going to try to work some clock, 10 on the shot clock. Holding on to it and getting a good shot off was Keto Hill. And he's going to draw a Snipers penalty as just a little too overly aggressive. And it looks like it may be, looks like a low check, so an illegal cross check. And that is the call, as Gavin Skye guilty for the second time in this game. So the Shockwave will go to the man advantage with 7 seconds remaining in their penalty. And the Snipers all boxed up. So they'll let it down, and now the power play as the Shockwave will get their 5th player out there. Around the horn it goes. 10 on the shot clock. Big man sitting in that spot. Sidearm steered aside by Hill. Picked up. Good job on the rebound by the Shockwave. Dump it down low, looking for the quick stick. Ball loose. Snipers picked it up. Vern Hill with it on the run, and that's going to draw a penalty as the trip is there. And Cody Ward will hustle his way to the box. So both these two teams in a very giving mood. One has a power play, the other says, it's okay, we'll take it back. And we'll play 4-on-4 for 1:22, 5:57 to go here in the first half. Snipers curling around. Johnny Palace, kick out Delzato. Has a man, one to beat, good spin move, takes it to the bounce, and too much on it. Going to the screen, possession to the Shockwave, and that pass will go errant. And the Snipers will pick that up and work it back up in the offensive end. No numbers, though, for Anderson. So they'll set things up with Justin Martin. Kick it back out. Whitlow swinging around Longboat. His bullet well wide of the mark, but looks like it was touched by a defender. So it'll stay right here. Fresh clock for the Snipers. Longboat looking to make a move. Lean in. Looks lean and trim this time around. And that's going to be too early on the contact. Possession, Six Nations. Couple of changes now, and Johnny Palace will come out and head to top. Delzato looking for a screen on the roll. No roll there. Peels back out. Kick it over. Palace one-on-one. Give and go. Delzato, quick shot. Stopped by Crawley, and we're going to have ourselves another penalty, and it's going to go to the Shockwave. So discipline in short supply here as Isaac Vanderzoan, a little too handy with the stick. We'll spend 2 minutes to think about what he did. And now it'll be a power play opportunity for the Snipers. 1 for 4 with the man advantage. Now those power plays haven't been full power play units, as looks like we're going to have a timeout called on the play as we're set to go. 4:52 to go here in the second. Whitlow swinging around. Delzato out there with Johnny Palace. Worked a 2-man game. Good no look. Palos will size that one up wide of the mark. Has rung it off the post twice. Hasn't been able to find the mark yet. Gets it back. Backhand pass. Swing around. Skip. Looking for the quick stick. No. Delgado. That was a beauty. That was well disguised. And if it was October 31st, man, you wouldn't even recognize that. Heck of a goal there from Delgado. As he notches his third of the game. Comes via the power play. And Six Nations with their first lead of this game, 5-4. Once again, a good win by the Wiz, as he's got the option for the quick pickup or the slide back. Went to the slide back, and Six Nations trying to put together some momentum here. Minute 23 to go in the power play, so plenty of time here to go to work. And they did. That looked good, as Brett Longboat looked like that went post crossbar over the line, but either way, in transition, leading in, good defense, good hustle to hang on to that was Cody Ward. So Ward with a great job, his flip, great rescue, and saved by Luca Romano, but to no avail as the Snipers pick it up. Jordan Medeiros doesn't have the numbers, gets it over. Vern Hill, of course, the common influence will hold up, and they'll set things up with 45 seconds to go here in the man advantage. Palace had that one picked off, and good job legging it up, taking it strong is Kyle Isaacs. He'll pull up, and a better theft, though, from Wes Whitlow. 2-on-1 here. Delgado missed the corner. Argent picks him up. Kicks it back out. Johnny Palos will set things up under 20 seconds to go to man advantage. Delgado has done a whole lot right here. Seems to have the Midas touch. Argent sniffing that crease dive. Kick it back out. Longboat. He'll tee it up. Took too long, as takes away a defender's stick, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. Good hustle by Shanahan, as he now will dodge and weave, kill some time, may have a shot, kicks it back out. Shockwave now have killed the penalty. Team's back at full strength, 5 aside. 2:35 to go here in the second. Looking for that skip pass, quick shot, stopped by Hill. Ball loose on the carpet. And knocked away off the glass. Vern Hill trying to pocket pick, couldn't do it. That flip up does it there, though, with the interception. Super Bowl Sunday, so that's fitting, as he'll wait, backdoor, sniff it out. No look, good pass, Delgado one, fake underhand stop, though, by Crowley. And Grant Crowley has had himself a solid first half here. And if you know anything about lacrosse, you know goals against is never a goalie's friend in this sport. But he's doing what he has to do. Minute 50 to go. Shockwave. Big shot, and that's going to be an interference call. Possession to the Snipers, and a little too much air on that by Dustin Hill as he goes off the rafters. Quick turnover will give possession to the Shockwave. Wayne Hill gets a screen, looking for the roll, not there. Good skip pass, quick stick wide. This is going to be a transition play if Mike McLaughlin can field it cleanly. He does. Great speed for number 27. Taking it hard. Good job of getting that stick in the passing lane. And the flip up just in time and able to get a shot off. But a weak one was Romano. And now it's going to get moved up by the Snipers. Into the final minute of a very entertaining half. Good first step. Duck by. Beauty finish right there. Ross Hill, welcome to the lineup. And it's a 6-4 lead for the Snipers. This Snipers team, a little different than in years past, got a lot of passion, more of a together unit. Coaching staff, assistant Vince Longboat, bragging about the camaraderie, the fact that they've always got 4 or 5 guys waiting to get in the lineup, and they're not happy when they are. And off the draw, Big Atwood looking to lean in, think better of it. Vern Hill on the move. Vern Hill underhand's blocked. Picked up at a good job to hang on to it by Josh Miller. And tiptoeing around there was Whitlow. Whitlow, equally as tricky as he looks for an opening. Good spin back, trying to tuck it far side, nothing doing. 30 seconds to go. That ball's going to go over the timeline. Probably should have played it. And we're going to get a timeout called, or we may have a delay of game call. And again, that's the discipline, as Jamie Downey certainly knows better. Whistle blows, put the ball down. So Crowley's going to go to the bench with 27 seconds to go here in the second. A power play opportunity for the Shockwave. They're 5th of the game. They're 0 for 4. And shot clock turned off. And 20 seconds to go. They'll let this wind down for the final shot. Ward at the top, working a two-man game with Beaver. Looking for the crease dive, and good job by Hill to spread the arms and going for the long ball wide of the mark. And a good first half, 30 minutes in the books here at the ILA. The score, the Snipers 6, the Shockwave 4. For second half here, ready to start the third, and off the draw, Mike Atwood will come away with that, and just like that, penalty. Snipers are going to pick that up and set things up here. Rod Squires will retreat. Don't have a whole lot of time, 15 on the shot clock. Jeremy Bombury will swing it around. It's Whitlow, kick it back over. Bombury looking to dump it off. His shot right in the breadbasket, handled easily by Crawley. And the Snipers will go to work. First power play here in this third quarter. So Oakley Thomas, 2 minutes. Snipers now 2 for 5. The man advantage. Johnny Pallas looking to get on the board. Hasn't scored, has a helper. Delzato with a rope that goes wide. So that's going to be an over and back violation. And possession now will be to the Shockwave deep in the offensive end. So 44 seconds before the Snipers are able to go on the power play. Right now, 4-on-4. Underhand, sniffed out by Hill. Good stop. Looking for the dive across, sweeping wide. And Snipers now will move it up in a hurry. Dylan Hill. Jumping in the rush is Justin Martin. Back to Hill. Up, down. Stopped by Crawley. Rebound, kick back out, fresh clock. That shot, Crawley again. So Grant Crawley has gotten the job done here, keeping things close, his team trailing by 2. Romano chased out. Good defense by Hill. Goes back in. Slips it back up to the top. 10 on the shot clock. Got that good first step going. Trying to bull his way in was Keaton Hill. Ran out of real estate. Creased the call. And the Snipers now will move it up over the timeline. Ty Argent. Ty's been quiet here in this game, as has Wes Whitlow. Whitlow was outstanding in game number 1. No-look pass around the horn. Another good skip pass. Too much time for Longboat to get that shot off. No reset. 5 on the clock. Johnny Pallas no-look down low. Argent not able to handle it. And Longboat with a bit of manhandling himself. And Delzato's going to go back, track it down, and they're going to set things up with just 10 seconds to go into man advantage. Right side half boards, Whitlow. Fake. Bounce, Crawley, door closed. He'll look for an outlet here, step out of that crease, and a good lob pass on the money to Jordan Materos, and that one again, Dustin Hill. Good save at the other end. Snipers now counter the other way. On the move. Squires. They pull things up and around. Start on the right side looking for the dump off. They get it, and it's Bomberry. Can't have an opening. Swings it back over Argent. One-on-one. Goes to the underneath move. Gets that step by. Goes to tuck it. Crowley. Nothing doing there. Shockwave now will move it up. That pass is hauled in and hauled down by Romano. He'll wait for some help. Get it over to Beaver. They'll swing it around. Start it with Ward on the right side. Ward looking for an open. Good backhand pass. Gives it back out. And almost a beauty pass play. But Beaver had it too far high in the pocket. Not able to pull it down and find the mark. One-on-one is Keto Hill. And some good double teaming. Not the best outlet pass from Hill. Gives it up. That shot a weak one. And the Snipers now will get a chance to move it over Vern Hill. Hill half boards. Stop, start, shuck, jive, beats one, goes around, holds it, and picks the corner. 66 on time. First of the game for Vern Hill. That's going to give the Snipers a 7-4 Hill. Their largest lead of this game, and off the draw, it's the Wiz in transition. 1-2, Crowley, good save made there. Johnny Palace picks it up. Gets pinned on the board, flips it to himself to get out. And that is some neat bit of stick work right there from Johnny Palace. As he'll get it back now, working half boards, one-on-one, good quick pass. Backhand, big save by Crowley. Shockwave now with a chance to move it up. And pulling his way through is Thomas. One to beat. Shucks off one defender, good save by Hill. That's picked up now and backed out by Wayne Hill. And I'll tell you, a couple guys look like they could be in Super Bowl later today, size-wise, as that pass, and that's going to be an interference call as Ward was taken down hard by Jamie Downey. And Downey's going to find himself in a penalty box for the second time. I think that was a good solid hit, just the timing just a little too early. And it'll be first power play of this third quarter for the Shockwave. 6 power play overall, but again, they've been abbreviated, some of them. And trailing by 3, they need a little something here. Ward at the top. They'll work it around. Skip pass, given right away. And off to the races, and gone is Justin Martin. Look at the speed. He'll hesitate, pull it up. Bullet shot stopped by Crowley. Rebound by the Shockwave, and they'll get it over the timeline. It's Beaver, and he'll work it on over to Keto Hill. I think one of the hecklers in the stands was worried I wasn't calling Keto, but he was always Keto. I think it might be the dough thing that's getting in the way. Underhand, BB, and that's in the back of the net. So a good shot from Riley Miller. A much-needed power play goal for the Shockwave, and the score now is 7-5. .9:18 to go here, third quarter. Shockwave still in search of their first win of this season. Six Nations sitting with a 1-1 record. Mike McLaughlin, an outstanding transition lacrosse player, and does a lot of the little things that you don't notice on that score sheet. Ty Argent now half boards left side. Curling around, can't find an opening, gets it over. Whitlow gets a screen, backhand pass. That bounce shot well wide of the mark. That's going to go over the timeline. Possession, good job to pick that up and on the move. So Kyron Costello did his job, and That's just a little too overly aggressive on the play, and to no surprise, Jamie Downey in there trying to even things out as he didn't like the way his teammate was treated, and he let Wayne Hill know. Martin looking for a screen, gets that first step, can't get by that defender. He'll curl around, look for the shot on the run. Easy save made by Crowley. And they give it right back on a good job to keep the stick in the passing lane by Martin. And he'll retreat, and they'll set things up now. Ross Hill taking it strong, and rebound. Picked up, another shot. Crowley pockets that one easy. He'll look for the outlet, lofts that out, and it's to the big man, Oakley Thomas. He'll wait for some help, or will he? Bullet! So Oakley Thomas rears back and lets go a solid overhand bounce to find the mark, and we now have a 1-goal game. So give Grant Crowley the assist on that. And boy, oh boy, this beautiful game of lacrosse, the creator's game, you can score in a hurry. Off the draw, the whiz collects that one, tries to flip back, takes a hard hit, and Jamie Downey certainly not happy with Cody Ward, and Cody Ward just a tad outmatched there with Jamie Downey. And you could see that Downey did not like the way Ward hit Steve Wisnick, who was defenseless on the play. And I don't think I would fault 77 for that one. I thought the hit may have been a bit late. But things happen in this game so quickly. And the play goes from one end to the other in a hurry, and it looks like we'll see who gets the extra two if one's given out, because both Ward and Downey are in the penalty box. So discussion going on with Roger Nurse and Mark Smith. We'll see what the jury comes back with. 7:40 to go here in the third. Power play for the Shockwave. They've already capitalized on one here in the third. They are just 1 for 5 with a man advantage. Looking down low, wide open. Not able to get it cleanly, but a good recovery. Skips it back over. Beaver's going to fight for it. He takes a hit. Possession's going to go to the Shockwave, and that's going to take us to our officials' timeout. Here with 1:44 to go in the man advantage for the Shockwave. 7:20 to go here in the third. And they will work it around the horn. Keto Hill, the quarterback, quick pass inside. Not able to capitalize was Wayne Hill. Ball loose, fighting for it. Good effort there. And here come the Snipers with numbers. 2-on-1. Dump off. Beauty finish on the bounce shot. How about Dylan Hill pocketing his first of the game? It's a shorthanded marker. Exactly 7 minutes to go here, and off the draw, this time it's Atwood. He's going to try to take it strong, lean in. Peels out, looking for some help. Almost had his pocket picked, but just in time as he'll retreat, and here come the Snipers offense. Argent. Minute to go, and the man short. Argent with two defenders on him. Going to bob and weave, go to the bounce. Crowley made that one look easy. And now the outlet pass. And it'll be Anthony Smitherin. Smitherin has his pocket picked. Looking to go up. And Argent was gone on the outlet, but not able to get it. And coming out of the pack and trying to backhand was Keto Hill. So Keto Hill's been all over this carpet here in this game, doing a lot of different things for the Shockwave. And head coach Mouser Henry certainly not going to be upset with his effort. Delzato And there's way too much pick on that roll. And here come the Shockwave the other way. Costello, flip and retreat. Get it down half boards. Aaron Ward shot. Here come the Snipers with numbers 3-on-2, jumping in the rush. Delzato, backhand pass, swing over. Crowley, easy. Good outlet pass. Here come the Shockwave, back the other way. 1-on-1, Reese. Can't get by Vern Hill, solid defense there. And now it's Lucas Beaver. Beaver with an opening, goes to this underswim, flip pass. Good save by Dustin Hill. Rebound not able to corral. Ball loose, spin around. Almost slipped at 5-hole. Another good save by Dustin Hill. He's going to send that one, and away go the Snipers. The goaltending here this afternoon has been outstanding. Wes Whitlow. Swinging around, Johnny Pallas looking for something. Pallas bounce shot. Crowley right there. And his positioning has been top notch. Good bounce pass, but that's going to be an easy turnover forced by the Snipers. And Atwood's going to flip and going to have to hustle to get over the line. Bodie Shields, and he can't do it. Good defense there by Jordan Medeiros. And now one more time, Shields gets another chance. This time he does get it over the timeline. Teams back at full strength as we inch closer to the 4-minute mark here in the third. Argent, two-man game. Looking for Delzato's got room, underhand. Good save by Crowley. Shockwave looking for a quick outlet pass. 1-on-1. Romano thought better of it. Hit the trailer, got it back, up, down, and just trickled in. So Dustin Hill had it, held it. Offensive player went through the crease. Crease called on the play. Possession Snipers. They'll lug it over the timeline, go to work on O. Mike McLaughlin. He'll dump that off. Argent. Step in, has some room. Crowley off the shoulder. He'll loft another one up. Running under that was Vanderzoan, but it's Argent that comes away with it. And he gets worked over with some good piece of cross-check and tries to flip it up, but Seamus Shanahan now will weave his way, lean in over the line, tuck that in with one hand. Shanahan tucks in again, tries to go 5-hole. Stopped by Hill. Longboat will settle things down, look to move it up, and he does with a good bounce pass. Martin, flip. Teeing that one up and going strong was Jeremy Bombury. And official Mark Smith makes the call. Possession here to the Snipers. 2:40 to go here in the third. Bombury is swinging across. Good skip pass. Overhand Crowley looked behind him, but it never got near there as the wickets were closed. And a good outlet pass to Beaver. Beaver, wrong stick side, will kick it over. And they'll go to work right side. Cody Menzies, been quiet. Menzies, an outstanding offensive player. That flip there, and Beaver tracks it down. Under 10 on the shot clock, and that's going to be a violation. Possession's going to go to the Orange. Shockwave getting a little careless here as we wind down the third. Argent. Swing it across. Whitlow trying to duck in. Argent, good quick passing. Crisp on the cut around. That's a beauty. Right there, Dylan Hill. Short-handed marker, and now a full-strength marker, his second of the game. Not too many shots outside the dots that either goaltender hasn't handled. So clearly you're going to have to work in much closer quarters if you're going to beat Crowley. And almost a good passing play, but Cody Ward wasn't able to end up on the receiving end. Good job, stick check to get it back. Ward has it. No reset on the shot clock. Trailing is Keto Hill. Hill goes through 2 defenders, goes in. Good save by Dustin Hill. Almost trickled over the goal line. Good save defensively. That was Steve Wisnick that just got that rubber from crossing over the line. Johnny Pallas. 1 defender on him. Good pass. Delzato shot. It's knocked down. No reset. 10 on the shot clock. Kick over right side. Good defense there by the Shockwave. Going to have to hurry. Longboat's going to take that and ricochet that off Isaac Vanderzoan, who will probably get credit for the save. And now the Shockwave over the timeline. 40 seconds to go here in the third. Beaver will roll it down. And it's Menzies. Menzies, half boards, gets a step, curls back out, kicks it out. Reese. And good defense there by the Snipers, but they were ready to exit stage left. Rebound, good save by Hill. Menzies trying to be a little aggressive, and now the Snipers are going to try to move it up. 15 on the game clock, knocked away though. Good play by Reese. And now they're going to try again. Hill, Keto, good fake, curl around at the dots. Bounce shot, steered aside by Hill. And that is going to do it. 3/4 in the books. Snipers 9, Shockwave 6. The Snipers leading 9-6 over the Shockwave, and off the draw, it's going to be St. Catharines with possession. Teams at full strength here. Grant Crowley has done everything in his power to keep his team in this game as they are in striking distance, down 3. But here come the Snipers on the attack. Atwood has an open, gives it a Palace shot. Stopped again, so Crowley has had his number. And good job to keep the feet moving. Costello going to take it hard. And Hill closed that door. And it's going to be Vern Hill lofted up. And Wes Whitlow trot over the timeline. Just a little too much on the aggressive side. Will give the possession to the Shockwave. They'll bring it back up. Good skip pass in traffic, caught and trying to slide that 1-5-hole. It did trickle through, but a good job to get there in plenty of time was Anderson. And now it's Jamie Downey. Will get over the timeline, wait for some assistance. He'll make a good decision, did just that, retreat to the bench. And now Russ Hill. Hill dumps it over. Delzato gets a first step by, tried to go 5-hole, picked up, rebound, good save by Crowley. So Crowley's been on his game. Good backhand outlet pass, and the Shockwave now get over the timeline. Right side, going on in. Keto Hill pulls his way in off the crossbar. Rebound now, Snipers will move it back up. Rod Squires. He'll look for someone. Good skip pass. And 1, 2, 3, tied and right into the stick. What a save by Crowley. And a breakaway at the other end on a good bounce pass. And a finish. How about that? Anthony Smitheram on the receiving end of a beauty pass from Grant Crowley. And the Shockwave are back in this one, trailing by 2. So hats off. Grant Crowley has certainly been working on his game in the offseason. He's in great shape, and anything he couldn't do last year, he certainly can do this year. So good on him for that. And off the draw, Vern Hill. So the Snipers looking to regain a little momentum here in this fourth. Delzato looking for an opening, dumps it out. Longboat tried to flip that pass to a cutter. Instead, it's turnover. Crowley now looking for another pass, and it was a good one. Ward not able to corral it, goes netminder to netminder. And Dustin Hill now will answer with a high outlet pass, but good hands by Gavin Skye. Powless right in the breadbasket, stopped by Crowley. And now the outlet will send the Shockwave away. 12 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the fourth. 2-goal game. Shockwave still looking for their first win of this season. We are only in week 2. Beaver, good fake. Sorry, not Beaver, but Cody Menzies. Good fake. And it's Keto Hill. 5 on the shot clock. Hill needs a screen. Dump pass, looking in the middle for the big man. Wayne Hill not able to catch it cleanly, and away goes the Snipers. Looking out the back door. Whitlow not able to handle that. Ball loose, picked up, and the Shockwave will counter the other way. Beaver will trot over the timeline and look for something left side. Keto Hill. Sorry, Ryan Johnson. Swing it over. Keto Hill. Tried a shot off balance. Not the best shot. And here come the Snipers. They're off to the races. Dylan Hill all day. Hill up, down, and that's a goal, top corner. So nothing that Crowley could do with that, as Dylan Hill notches his 3rd goal of this game, and the 3-goal deficit or 3-goal lead is restored. So just when the Shockwave have built up a little bit of momentum, the Snipers answer at the right time. 11 minutes to go here in the fourth. Off the draw, the spin around goes. Wisnick in there, and it's bumped out, so the Wiz will win another one, and a tough draw as he beats Cody Ward. Hats off to Cody Ward, who's done a little of everything for his team here today. Whitlow swings it across. Good screen overhand. Crowley in the basket. Nice play. Good outlet. And a Shockwave. Hang on to it. Get it over the timeline. Romano. Beaver. Sorry. Menzies. Got a few checks. He's going to spend a couple minutes in the box with the hook. Atwood got a head of steam going, dumps it up. Argent up, down, tried to tuck it over the shoulder. But, boy, that's a lot of shoulder to tuck over in Grant Crowley. And looks like the Six Nations will go back to work on the power play. Two for 6 with the man advantage are the Snipers here in this game. 10-16 to go here in the fourth. 3-goal lead. They'd sure like to add to it here. Johnny Palace at the top. Out there with Argent, Whitlow, Delzato, Longboat. Gapping that, and all day. But Crowley saw it, and that's going to be back in. Possession will stay right here with the Snipers. This offense has been good. They've had Johnny Palace's number, at least Crowley has in the meantime, between time. That one's going to go over the timeline. Violation, possession to the Shockwave. 1.5 minutes to go in the penalty. Shockwave now will look to work some clock and settle things down. Keto Hill down in the corner. He'll work the half boards on the right side. That shot stopped by Hill, and good forecheck. He forced a turnover. Keto Hill tried to go backhand. Bad angle. He was on his wrong stick side. And St. Catharines has it momentarily. Still got it in the corner. Under a minute to go in the man short. Hill coughs it up. Snipers now will look to take advantage of it. In transition. Dylan Hill will think better of it. Wait for the rest of the troops. And now 35 seconds ago, man advantage. Palace facilitating. That one's off the post and will stay right here fresh 30 for the Orange. Palace sidestep on the shift. Whitlow, backhand pass. Delzato back. Beauty finish. Delzato changes that stick angle. Comes with a bit of a sidearm bounce to notch his 4th of the game. Another power play marker. Their 3rd power play goal of this game. It's 11-7. It was the Paris River Wolves over these Snipers, 18-16 the final. Toronto edged Whitby 14-13, and Peterborough 10-8 winners over Oshawa. So back to it here, 8:20 to go here, 4th quarter. Snipers holding on to a 4-goal lead. Shockwave need a little something here. Teams 5 aside. Kick it back out, under 10 on shot clock. That went off the post. And we'll stay right here as it ricochets out of play. Good job by Ward, bouncing off a couple of cross checks. Gets it over. Keto Hill. Hill, good step, steps around 2. Held on to it too long. That ball's going to go loose in the dots. Picked up by the Snipers. Martin on the move. Got good speed. And he'll wait for some help. Get it over to Wes Whitlow. Whitlow got a screen, underhand. Crowley position-wise where he should be. And that will take us to our final officials' timeout of the game. Of course, the Arenalacrosse League wants to take a moment to recognize some of our volunteers, including the Severin family. Of course, Kelly Severin. Connor, of course, also doing his thing. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. And the exceptional camera work of Rachel Wolf, bringing you all the pictures. It's definitely a team effort. Beaver, too late on that screen and roll to get that shot off, and the Snipers now looking to counter. Good pass up. Vern Hill, good hand, switch hand. Vern Hill, 66, on time. That's the way you do it in transition, right off the draw. Goes right to Isaac Vanderzoan, puts on the Jets. He's got good speed. Vanderzoan tried to go to the bounce, wide of the mark, off the rafters, and it'll be possession to the Snipers. Good pass, Argent, tic-tac, and Crowley says no on the toe, and it's back the other way. Out of the back door. Give it go. Wide of the mark. So that's gone and went, and here come the Snipers the other way. Downey will put on the brakes there, and they'll be a little more deliberate here with Delzato. Half boards, right side, kicks it back. Johnny Palace gets a screen, swings it up. Delzato, Whitlow, back to the top, underhand wide of the mark, and a different squad here, this Six Nations team with Johnny Palace at the helm. See much more composure. Palace hasn't notched one, but he sure has done a good job facilitating, and he's definitely a calming influence out there on offense. That backhand attempt goes up and well over the net, and that's going to be a legal cross-check in the back. So another penalty to the Shockwave. Snipers now to work with the man advantage. They've extended their lead to 5. Round the horn it goes. Palace again at the top. Plenty of time on the shot clock as he'll regroup, step in. Good fake. Argent looking for an opening. Comes around, good speed, and good job sticking the lane. Delzato picks it up to Karam. Under 10 to go. Going to need a shot. Whitlow goes to the underhand. Crowley right where he should be. And it'll be a fresh clock for the Orange. They'll work things around right side. Whitlow. Delzato kick it back. Palace goes to the bounce. That's wide of the mark. And will go up, stay inside the rink. And a good job to race and get it is Medeiros. Gets it up. Wisnick will dump it off, and Whitlow will pull it out. Time on the side of the Snipers. A minute to go in the man advantage. 4:35 to go here in the fourth. Whitlow. Argent looking for the no look. Don't have it. Paulus back to the top. Sniffing it. 5 on the shot clock. Need to hurry. Backhand around behind the net. Good give and go. And just a little too much. Argent looked back to Whitlow. Whitlow had looked away and therefore couldn't connect. And not sure if we're going to have a penalty here. Looks like we may just have a... No, we do. We have a delay of game, and it's going to Scott Delzato. So that will nullify the remaining 35 seconds of the power play, and we'll go 4-on-4 until the Shockwave will go up a man. Good overhand there. Dustin Hill caught that right on the neck guard. And now the Snipers will move it up one hop. Look at give and go. Vern Hill, fill it in. Tried a little tricky soft one in the top corner. Crowley having none of it. But Hill regains the rebound, and now he gets it over to Johnny Paulus. One hop over to McLaughlin. They'll work it here on the run. That shot just wide of the mark by Squires. And right inside, Paulus stopped by Crowley. Rebound picked up, and if the Shockwave hurry, they'll have numbers. Bringing it up, kicking it over. Ward gets a screen, but thinks better of it. Set things up with under 3.5 to go. Minute 5 to go now in the man advantage for the Shockwave. They've managed just one power play here in this game. That in 7 opportunities. Now in transition, 2-on-1, Snipers looking for the dagger, and there, that could be it. Justin Martin with a short-handed marker. This time around, though, they seem to have found a way to tighten their D and sharpen their O, and I think the difference may be number 91. Snipers now in the offensive end. Argent. And they'll work some clock here as, like I said, time on the side of the orange. Looking to kill the last 22 seconds of this penalty. On the screen and roll, and that one's off the post. Good try by Ross Hill. And Vern Hill will send it over. And there's going to be a too many men call on the floor. And penalty's going to go to the Snipers. So I won't say they've opened the door, but in this game of lacrosse, 2:26 could be an eternity. And Lucas Beaver with 2 will give way, and Oakley Thomas will man the top. Thomas out there, big Wayne Hill. One penalty over, just down one, trying to slide that by Dustin Hill as he'll smother that in the crease and fake the outlet, and it's picked off by Beaver. Beaver tried to go top corner, good save by Dustin Hill, and that's going to be a late hit that will give possession to the Shockwave as we are now at the 2-minute warning. Keto Hill at the top, swing it around. They'll work the right side. Ward, Hill, 2-man game, bounce shot wide of the mark. That's going to carry him up and over the timeline. Good job to save it, but had a toe on the line, did Keto. And Vern Hill now will work his way into the zone. Looking for someone. Good fake. He'll wait for a trailer, and it'll be Mike McLaughlin that will calm things down. Whitlow will set it up. 1.5 minutes to go here in the fourth. Just under a minute to go in the man short for the Snipers. They aren't worried about putting any more in the net. All they need to do here is hang on for the last minute plus. That shot from Delzato is steered aside by Crowley. Hard hit there as Delzato does a good job to fight his way in. Takes another hard hit. Still has it. Still has possession. Battling in there. 2-on-2. Has drawn a penalty. So 88 doing a good job there. And a better job of not retaliating, as that will nullify that power play by the Shockwave. And that seems to be the trend throughout the 4 quarters here in this game. Final 58 seconds here. And we would expect that the Snipers would pull it back and not worry so much about adding to the total, but you tell Wes Whitlow as he shows up on the score sheet with his first of the game. That comes via the power play. 4th time the Snipers have notched one with the man advantage, and that will seal the deal. 14-7 now, the lead for Six Nations. So note that this Shockwave team, undermanned, don't have their full squad quite yet. We would expect that Ron Mouser, Henry and company will, of course, be there come playoff time, as they always are. Snipers now, we're going to try to work some clock here and kill the remainder. No need to put the ball in the net anymore. No need to risk anything. Under 30 seconds to go in this game. 10 on the shot clock. Argent. He'll go with the underneath move. Goes to the bounce. Crowley stopped that. And he'll loft up the outlet pass. Shockwave looking for one final push. That one to Isaac Vanderzoan. He'll battle for it, pick it up, get a shot off as he dives, and he'll score. So Isaac Vanderzoan, you got to like the fact that there's no give up for him. And with 5.7 seconds left, he pockets the 8th goal for the Shockwave. .7 seconds to go here, and with a little bit of a turnaround, Wiz wins one more. That's going to do it, and week 2 of the Arena Lacrosse Leagues is in the books. A big win for the Six Nations Snipers, 14-8 the final there. They now up their record to 2-1. The Shockwave fall to 0-2. We, of course, will be back next week with more Arena Lacrosse League action. From the Arena Lacrosse League, JVI Productions, I'm Lance Wynn. Thanks for joining us.